morning's here with skies so clear, a new beginning, no room for fear. Coffee steams and the breeze rolls in. In this space, let our joy begin. Cannabis flows like a sweet refrain, easing our hearts, soothing our strain. We rise together, no soul alone. In the cove where peace has grown, lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine on, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. The Cove's a home where kindness lives, a place where every heart forgives. The past calls out like a morning breeze, harmonies drift through the swaying trees. Cannabis lifts us smooth as the sea, setting us free, just you and me. With every sip, with every laugh, we find our way on this morning's path. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine on, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Ooh, love's divine. Coffee and peace with friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. Let's share this load, light our way on this morning's road. Together we rise, hearts open wide. Peace and love with the sun as our guide. Peace and sunshine. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine on, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Friends at your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. So gather around, let the spirit glow. Glow, let it glow. Together we rise, together we grow. On a Sunday morn, the sky's so clear, the Cove awakens, peace draws near. The herbs inhale, the day begins. Inhale the good, exhale your sins. The sunlight kisses every leaf, a gentle toke brings calm relief. Through every puff, the soul set free, ganja embracing harmony. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand, the Cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. The morning glows, soft waves roll by. In every breath we reach the sky. Sunday's a blessing, a gift to embrace. We slow things down, move at love's pace. Goals are passed with care, with trust. In the Cove we do what we must. The herb unites, this laughter flows. Through sacred clouds the spirit grows. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand, the Cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections born. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and then here we stand. A Sunday morning wrapped in gold, with every toke, new stories told. The herb brings peace to hearts in need, a soulful moment, love's gentle creed. In the cove with ganja in hand, together we rise, together we stand. No rush, no fear, just space to be. Inhale, exhale, serenity. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, amen. Here we stand.
Blood don't make a family whole. It's the hearts that lift your soul. Through every storm, through every night, it's the ones who stand by your side. Laughter echoes through the years. We shared the highs, fought through the tears. No need to explain, they just know. A bond that's deeper than blood could show. It's the family we choose, the love we make. Through every stumble, through every break. It's the hands that hold you when you're alone, the hearts that stay when the shadows grow. We've built a home where love runs deep, a sacred trust, a vow we keep. Through every rise and every bruise, we stand together, the family we choose. No judgment here, no games to play, just open hearts along the way. It's not the name, it's not the blood, it's the ones who stand when times get tough. They know your story, see your scars, still lift you higher, reach for the stars. Through every fall, through every climb, they're the ones who make it feel like home every time. It's the family we choose, the love we make. Through every stumble, through every break. It's the hands that hold you when you're alone, the hearts that stay when the shadows grow. We built a home where love runs deep, a sacred trust, a vow we keep.
Hot Pockets.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. What up, man bear?
You know, the use, chilling like a villain laying low.
One. There we go. Happy birthday, Christina. Let's fucking go. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Cheers, cheers.
Good morning, Boxman. How are you? Oh, that's not started. Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Superman Bill. What's going on?
Good morning, Ma. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Crystal. How are you doing on this fine Thursday?
Good morning, DJ. Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Heather Richards. How are you doing? Doing. Words? Good. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Christina. If you're
Happy
please
birthday.
make sure that you wish Christina a happy birthday. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Good morning, Erica. How are you doing on this fine Thursday?
I hope everybody's off to a dope-ass start to their day. Let's wait and make it up. Maybe. Cheers, everybody.
The morning's here, the horizon glows. With every comment, a connection grows. Coffee steam rises, a comforting sight. Your smiles, your vibes make the day feel right. The Cove awakens, together we shine. Each of you here is a blessing divine. Cannabis sparks and the laughter flows. In this sunrise moment, the magic shows. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Through every dawn, we've built this bond. A family of light, stretching far and beyond. Rolling the herb, sharing the brew. Moments like this feel sacred with you. The rhythm of life, gentle and kind, echoes in hearts with peace intertwined. Together we stand as the morning breaks. A sunrise with you is all it takes.
shine without you. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Every smile you share, every story told, a treasure we hold, more precious than gold. You lift the light, you brighten the way. The Cove feels alive with you every day. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you.
Good morning, Brittany. How are you, dear? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. What up, Todd? How are you, brother?
What's going on? What's going on, Todd?
All right. If you have not got your Getting Stoned word in, please do. Bill, you're missing an E on your stoned word there, bud.
Stoned.
Morning update for Thursday, April 3rd, 20-something or another. It's going to be a dope-ass day in the Cove morning show this morning. We'll 420 here shortly. We got This Day in History coming up. We'll do our morning speaker. We got a Meet the Teams special edition of Dodgeball News Network this morning. And then at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going to have a sit-down with the professor and hear a little bit about his story and let him talk about CDXX connection, the A-list, so on, and anything that he really wants to talk about. I'm sorry, Todd. The morning show is a closed studio show. This afternoon, chilling in the Cove, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It is our final day of no dodgeball. So come in and hang out and see what's going on. I don't know what we'll do. I definitely know we're going to play the happy birthday game for Christina.
Oh, yeah.
If you have not wished Christina Call a happy birthday, please do. She did reach level 34 today. I saw her post about that. That's dope. And I don't want to say too much on that because that's more of a magic level up type of day thing. You know what I mean? And so yeah. But and then after chilling in the Cove, we got the Dabbing with Dads rerun. Coop and the crew are up in New York, or we're up in New York, for the council's release, the album release. And so Dr. Dank is holding down the fort. Definitely come and check it out. It's a great show. I always love that show. And then tonight we are in week 42 of Turf Wars.
I've been having a good time at Turf Wars. I'm pretty sure the White Tigers won 2 weeks in a row or some shit like that.
The Red Cobras we're figuring some stuff out. We're all right.
It's going good, Mr. 18.
Well, we're gonna be 19 tonight.
Oh no, you're not. I'm gonna be Mr. 13, I think. I'm guessing. I don't know how many properties actually.
I know. I fucking honestly forgot how many properties. I would have to look to see how many. I think the Red Cobras are at 18.
I think we were at like 10 when we started winning. I want to say 9 or 10. So that's why I like 11 or 12 maybe. But I'm just being optimistical with the Turf Oracles. Good coffee. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Working all day. Gonna miss the afternoon show, but I'll definitely be here for the Turf Wars. I'm excited. It's always a good time. And also, I hope you all checked out That's What She Said last night. That was absolutely amazing. Cornbread, Trissa Biscuit Bergeron, Coffin Carrot, and you know who I'm talking about. Freaking, god damn it, my brain just went flat, dude.
The Daberchick.
Oh my god. I haven't smoked yet today. Don't mind me. Absolutely. Chuck and Dabs.
Dude, that shit was fucking great. I genuinely was deep belly laughing backstage like last night. And like I was like, hey, I'm here for you guys. Need anything? Let me know if you need anything. I can push buttons or I can unless you guys say something, my hands are, like up. I have nothing, like it's all you guys. I didn't help them with shit last night, which was amazing. I helped like the intro stuff, but other than that, like Kelsey, them girls kicked so much ass last night.
Really good songs played too. Some stuff I haven't heard yet too. Yeah.
Great topics, great back and forth discussion. Holy shit. For real, that show was fucking awesome last night. And if you missed it, you can check that out on the Daberchick page, Coffin Kara's page, Trisha Bergeron's page and Jessica Rashear's page. Definitely go and give it a rewatch. That shit was fucking. I had very high hopes for it, and it blew the hopes out of those girls kicked major ass last night. I could not be prouder of those girls, and I hope that they are proud of themselves because they should be.
Oh yeah, and I was excited, because we have mostly male crew for our side of it, to see an all-female show come out. It's really exciting and really good to see the other side of things from the male to the female perspective. And like you said, it was really good back and forth, really good team. Awesome show, lady. I can't wait for the next one, honestly. I know it's a month away, but I still can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. There are fairing out dates. We were already talking last night. They're like, oh yeah, definitely rewatch it, Christina. She was fucking funny. Yeah, I told them after the show, I was like, you guys kicked ass. You need to pat yourselves on the back because for that being their first show and them not really working together a whole lot, it's crazy.
And the thing is, without going into it, really, 1 minute out, right? But without going into it, it's not so easy to do this stuff. I mean, we've been doing it for a long time, but for them to just jump up and start, I thought it went absolutely amazing. And like you said, they're getting to know each other, more and more. But that was awesome. Really good job, ladies. I'm really happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we are in our final minute before 4:20. Make sure you wish Christina a happy birthday. It's gonna be a great day today.
Yeah. How's your weather? I'm at 37, I think.
We're at 30, but it's mild, and so once the sun comes up and it starts warming up, it'll be pretty decent today.
Yeah, it was 52 yesterday afternoon, I think. 52.
They're talking 40, high 46 today, so it's all right.
It's not bad.
No, I'll take it.
Morgan passed out or what?
Yeah.
Happy 420.
Happy 420, everybody. Happy birthday, Christina.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, everybody. Christina, I know that you probably got picked up from school this afternoon, but you gonna be around this afternoon, like after that? Fun fact of your Thursday morning. All right, do you know the guy who invented Tang is the same guy that invented Pop Rocks?
Really?
He invented Pop Rocks in the process of inventing Tang.
That makes sense. So
they were trying to create a powdered carbonated beverage. Dope. Perfect, Christina. We're gonna play the happy birthday game this afternoon if that's all right. Well, it's the afternoon show just draws a larger crowd, so it gets you better numbers that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so happy what? I mean, Beanz is all right, but she's no Christina. So I think we should credit the birthdayness to you.
Why do I know that name?
The Amanda Show, bro.
The what?
The Amanda Show. Amanda Beanz, she was a big Nickelodeoner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. And then she went Four Loco.
Oh, like Lindsay Lohan, but then Lindsay Lohan kind of came back.
Yeah, I think that Amanda Beanz was more like mental, towards Lindsay Lohan's was more drugs. I'm not saying that in a judgmental way. I'm just being honest.
No. But you want to know the biggest comeback? Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin, dude, he walks for Gucci. He models for Gucci right now, and he's married. Dude, he's got him and his brother. What's his name? The guy from Home Alone. You know what I'm talking about. The other Macaulay, the other Culkin, Kieran Culkin.
Oh, I guess I don't know any of.
You remember Home Alone where he's like, Fuller, take it easy on the pop, and little kids slamming the pop? That's Macaulay Culkin's little brother.
I did not know that.
Yeah. You know what I'm excited about, Beanz? Because I know it's coming up. I haven't been able to be here for the amazing Vicki Bowers this day in history.
Yeah, so funny story about yesterday. I don't know anybody who watched the show yesterday noticed that we listened to This Day in History. She got super busy on Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night she's like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry." I'm like, "It's okay, Vicki. It's okay." But she's like, I totally, it was ready. I forgot to send it. I'm like, Vicki, it is okay. It's okay. Like,
it happens. It
happens. We all have life stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
And then she was giving me shit last night, and she's like, "See, I remember to send it." And I'm like, "You are so good, Vicki. No worries at all. We still did it This Day in History. We just did it the old school version way, and it was amazing."
Yeah. Yeah, watching is so much better, but listening to it was still awesome too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it was still good. Yeah.
We did it that way for so long.
I will never forget that day. Either she was live or something, and like you commented under Cove-TV, and she was like right away, was like, "Hey, what's up, Cove-TV?" or whatever the fuck, and then that's what started it all. That is literally what started it all.
It just kind of goes to show that like, don't be afraid to shoot for the moon sometimes, and you never know. When we started doing This Day in History with Vicki Bowers, I never in a million years would have thought that she would be a part of this and be sending it to us every day. I was like, I just don't know if I want, like, hopefully if she finds out we're using them, she doesn't get mad at us, because like, I started playing them, you know, and it's all public access content shit, whatever anyway. But she could have really been like, nope, sorry guys, I'm not a fan of what you guys do. Y'all are a bunch of crazy assholes. Please stop doing my shit. And
I mean, that's the whole thing with what we do. We're gonna have fans and we're gonna have haters no matter what we do. There's gonna be people who are like, I want to do what they're doing, and be like, people would be like, I don't like what they're doing. We're gonna do it better, and blah blah blah. That's cool, man. You know what?
I'm trying to shy away from the word haters. I get it. Hey, good morning, Amber. How are you?
What's going on, Amber?
Wonderful Thursday. A dope ass Thursday. I am too. It's crazy, and I'll always credit Amber too. I would have never known she was going live that day if Amber wouldn't have said, "Yo, she's going live today," because I don't get the I don't get the updates on like the YouTube website. Like others do on their phones and stuff like that. And so I'll always think, I'll always give Amber credit for that, because without her saying something, I would have never known. I would have never went over and we wouldn't have watched it live, because we do This in history way before. And so, you know,
I don't know about that, Amber. I got a 2-week streak going. I don't think I'm going down there. I'm just saying, it's 2 weeks in a row. White Tigers won. Just saying, putting it out there.
It's gonna be a dope ass day. I hope to see everybody at the interview with Professor at 11. I'm very excited to hear more about the CXX connection, and everything he's got going on. Yeah,
He's always got some pretty cool stuff going on. He's always got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, I love the Professor. He's such a dope dude.
Yeah. He's got a great vibe. He's got a really good vibe.
At least you can watch. That's dope, Amber. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We do have our This Day in History coming up shortly.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was kind of going on with the haters thing, is that, I get it. And some people are really shitty, but like, just because somebody has a different opinion than me on something that I don't know, I don't try to be so negative.
We were literally talking about this yesterday because that Soprano things, like James Gandolfini just shared this thing about, he's like, I stopped caring about other people's opinions. That hit home with me. Like, it's hard to not care about other people's opinions, but you have to try to learn to. It's hard, man. But
I try to Yelp review everything. Like,
you're right.
Person is like, the cheeseburger's not that good. The cheeseburger's probably all right, but if like 100 people are like, the cheeseburger's not that good, probably order the chicken.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at, I go to Rotten Tomatoes rating. I'm like, that's about
a
34 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah, that's about a 57. I think I'd give that a 57 on the Rotten Tomatoes scale. But Google review, it's a 3 out of 5.
Watch at your own risk.
Right?
All right, we'll play a song and get ready for our This Day in Historia. Much love, everybody. Cheers, cheers.
The sun creeps up, painting skies in gold. The cove awakens, a story to be told. Feel the sand in beneath, so soft, so warm. A tranquil escape where peace is born. Music flows like the morning tide, a rhythm of life we can't hide. Roll it up, let the good vibe show, a spark of bliss in the soft dawn glow. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step the music lets us thrive. The touch of the sand, the rhythm so free. Moments like this are all we need. Inhale the calm, let it fill your soul. Exhale the world, let the good vibes roll. The cove and the sea, they call our song. Dancing in the dawn where we belong. Morning light reflects on the water's face. At the cove we found our sacred space. Roll the green, let the clouds drift high. A moment of magic beneath the sky. Time slows down as the day takes hold. The cove, our temple, the sunrise gold. Feel the rhythm, let the music play. A celebration of life in every way. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step, the music lets us thrive. The touch of the sand, the rhythm so free. Moments like this are all we need. Inhale the calm, let it fill your soul. Exhale the world, let the good vibes roll. The cove and the sea, they call our song. Dancing in the dawn where we belong. We're dancing in the dawn where the world feels alive. With every step, the music lets us thrive. The touch of the sand,
No, it's good.
We're good. All right, everybody. It is time for this day in history with the one and only Vicki Bowers. Good morning, Mindy. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday. If you have not wished the one and only Christina a happy birthday, please do. It's her birthday. You're muted, bro.
I know, because I thought you were rolling this day.
I know, I was going to.
You started talking, and I was like, I'm automatic with it.
So I was
right
like,
now.
you're whispering, but you were muted.
That's even better. That means it was even quieter.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back. As I prepared this episode for you, I'm getting a much later start on the day than I usually do. Ripley and I both had appointments. She with the dog groomer for a bath and a haircut, and me with the new doctor. Not to worry, I'm okay. Just monitoring the sorts of issues that people my age sometimes encounter. Certainly nothing that a healthy lifestyle and a daily walk shouldn't keep in check. All that activity kind of wore me out, though, and I took a nap when I got home. So now I'm running out of day to get this episode out for you. That said, we might grab a word that we've talked about before and then maybe a segment or two from a past year's episode for April 3rd to plump up today's episode. We'll top it off with a luminary, a song, and a quote. So grab your favorite cup, sit back, and let's see what we've got. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for April 3rd. April 3rd is the 93rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 94th in leap years, with 272 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is electroencephalograph. The word electroencephalograph, sometimes shortened to EEG, is a noun, which means it's the name of a thing, and that thing happens to be an apparatus for detecting and recording brain waves. It's very similar to the word electroencephalogram, which is also a noun and also goes by the shortcut of EEG. But an electroencephalogram is the tracing of brain waves made by an electroencephalograph. One of the things I like about words is that when you get some exposure to them, you can begin to recognize their sources. Let's take electroencephalograph, for instance. You have electro, which means having to do with electricity, and then encephalo, which has to do with the brain, and graph, which has to do with an instrument for recording or to write or express by written characters. In the case of an electroencephalogram, the first two parts are the same, electro and encephalo, and gram means that which is written or marked. So something that's written down or written on paper. So an electroencephalograph is the machine that reads the brain and writes it down, so to speak, and the electroencephalogram is that little strip of paper that shows the representation of the brain waves drawn, written, or marked on that piece of paper. In similar manner, a telegraph is a machine by which one can send messages, and the telegram is such a message printed out on paper. A seismograph is a machine that detects and records seismic activity or movements within the earth, whereas a seismogram is the strip of paper on which it's been recorded. Back to today's word, though, electroencephalograph comes to us as a scientific term composed from Greek and Latinized Greek. First known use of the word electroencephalograph is in 1934. Electroencephalograph. And with that, this is the birthday of French Dr. Pierre Bretonneau, born April 3rd, 1778. He was a pioneer of modern medicine. In the days before we understood about germs, he recognized that There was something out there that could cause disease and the transmission of disease from person to person. For lack of an established term back then, he used the term morbid seeds. He identified typhoid fever, named the disease we know as diphtheria, and distinguished between scarlet fever and diphtheria. He came to be convinced that disease was caused by bacteria, but he didn't have a microscope, so he couldn't quite prove his theory. He also discovered that the same illness might manifest differently in different patients. The other thing that Dr. Bretonneau is known for is that he performed the first successful tracheotomy. Dr. Bretonneau lived to the age of 83. This is the birthday of American country soul singer Billy Joe Royal, born April 3rd, 1942 in Valdosta, Georgia. He's best known for his song Down in the Boondocks, and I'll include a link to that one in the description. He was active in the music business from the 1950s on up into, well, really kind of until the end of his life. He was successful on the country charts into the 1990s and enjoyed something of a comeback in the 2000s thanks to airplay on country and classic radio stations. Billy Joe Royal passed in his sleep in October of 2015 at the age of 73. Now, you might have been expecting me to talk about Billy Joe Royal's song Down in the Boondocks today, and I almost did. But as I was reading about him, I see that he did a version of a song titled Hush in 1967. I'm familiar with the song by that name, but not by Billy Joe Royal. So here's the story. Hush was actually written by Joe South for Billy Joe Royal to sing, and he did. Deep Purple band member Richie Blackmore had heard the Billy Joe Royal original of Hush and thought it was a great song and would be a good song for their act if they could come up with a different arrangement. They did and recorded the whole song in 2 takes. Deep Purple's version of Hush has been described as a psychedelicized version of the song. Both Billy Joe Royal and Deep Purple reached top 5 chart positions with Hush. Hush has been covered by many other artists over the years. Hush by Deep Purple, link in the description, and also a link to Billy Joe Royal's version. How about that? Now, some of you might know that I like to grow things. I'm currently growing in containers on a sunny patio, but I have had bigger gardens, and those of you who do garden know that some plants don't care. Once you get them started, man, they'll just keep coming back year after year. Like these chives. I don't remember if I brought them to Fort Worth from Oklahoma, but I do know that I've had chives growing and coming back for as long as I've been in Fort Worth. Yay, chives. A good bit of other planting has to be worked around the seasons, and a lot of that is based on frost dates. The first frost date in the fall and the last frost date in the spring. Another metric is soil temperature. I know from reading seed catalogs and seed packets that some plants are very sensitive to cold or to heat. Most beans, for example, want a fairly consistent soil temperature in a particular range, but short of sticking a thermometer in the ground, how could you know that? I found that all to be intimidating, almost a voodoo kind of mystery, until some dear old timer told me that when chives bloom, it's warm enough to plant beans. I learned that in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and have been made sure to grow chives ever since. It's way easy, too, because chives are one of those plants that keeps coming back. When the chives bloom, it's warm enough to plant beans. All righty, y'all take care. Be good to each other, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Much love, Vicki Bowers. Please make sure that you are following Vicki Bowers on all aforementioned platforms. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, Deep Purple is a dope band.
Yes, they are.
Good morning, Deb. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Vicky C. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Oh, that's dope. Dio would be dope. That'd be a great concert. Okay.
That is sick. I love Dio, man. Dio's fucking awesome.
I just realized the song is called Hush, not Hash. It's different song.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Our song of the day, Deep Purple, Hush, not Hash. Maybe it's still processing. I thought it was done by now. Well, there it goes. I did not ever know that's who sung that song. I literally messaged Vicki and I was like, great song pick today. I never knew Deep Purple sings this song. But now that I know, I can totally hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I was like, holy shit, it's totally Deep Purple. I could. Yeah. That's a great song.
Great,
Are we still live
great
on?
band, great song.
Yeah, we're good on Facebook. That's a dope song. Great song of the day. Remember how much time we got left with you?
A bit. Why? What's going on?
I'm just,
A little bit.
I just don't want to be in the middle of something and you were like, oh shit, I got, so I want to make sure that I give you plenty of time to say your farewells before you.
My morning routines, I gotta grab her a coffee at 6 and then probably bounce at like 6:30. So I probably got like 39 minutes with a break to grab her a coffee. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I just want to make sure. Let me see what I can do here.
You know what it's like to show up early to work. You don't like to do it. They might get you to do something. You show up on time, man. You don't go to work and get there all 20 minutes early. Why don't you just sign in now? Yeah, why don't you, no.
Why don't you, no, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, job's going good. Still got 40 hours a week, so I'm pretty happy.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, let's do a Paul Harvey.
Pardon?
Let's do a Paul Harvey. That the rest of the story. That's what she said was last name.
Now,
all right, here we go.
The rest of the story. It had begun as an opportunity of a lifetime. Suddenly, it's a nightmare. Tom's company had sent him to a new town, had promised him a generous salary and a living allowance. When Tom arrived, he immediately found a lovely house to rent, and considering the allowance of which he had been assured, he confidently plunked down the required deposit, $5,000. But then the awful thing happened. On the very day that Tom had been scheduled to begin work, his union went on strike. Here he is in a new city, no income, no savings, and the sizable deposit he had paid could not be refunded. Well, Tom went to his landlady. She was a nice young woman in her 20s, and her name was Linda. And Tom explained to Linda what had happened, that he had no idea when he might be working again, but that he really did like the house, its architecture, its location. He wondered if there was any way that she might permit him to stay until he could start earning money again. Well, Linda was sympathetic, and yet she too was in a bind. She'd bought that house to fix it up for herself to live in, and yet when the cost of renovating it had proved too steep, she was forced to rent it out and move into the apartment above the garage. Linda loved the house, but if she didn't rent it, there'd be no way that she could afford to make the necessary repairs, and there were many. There was woodworking and roofing and painting to be done and mending fences and landscaping, and then Tom, smiling, interrupted. The situation was perfect, he said. Landlady Linda needed her house renovated, and Tom had nothing but time on his hands. And he, by the way, had done construction work, just this very sort of thing, and he loved it. Linda said she could not afford to pay Tom very much, just $7 an hour, but Tom said that would be fine as long as he earned enough to pay his rent so that he could live in this wonderful house. Well, the two of them shook hands, and Tom went to work. With craftsman-like skill and patience, he performed all manner of carpentry and plumbing. He made electrical repairs, in addition to which he tended the garden, and he lawnscaped the yard, and he painted. Tom took great pride in his work indoors and out, and as the months passed, he came to feel that the house was really his. And when the strike was over, Tom began his real job, and yet he would continue living in that same house as he does to this day. For the town to which Tom had been sent in 1980 was Honolulu in Hawaii. He had been sent there by Universal Studios to star in a television series. For Linda, the landlady, will never forget the day that a flat-broke unknown actor begged to be hired as a handyman so that he could live in her home while waiting for a Screen Actors Guild strike to be settled, so that he then could start work on a new television program called Magnum P.I. Of course, by now you know Lucky Linda's personal handyman as Tom Selleck. Only now you know the rest of the story.
I fucking love it. That's so great. What up, Canna Hayes? How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Angela. Sorry, I missed your good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I do want to throw out there, if anybody has not wished the one and only Christina Call a happy birthday, please do. What else we got here?
Paul Harvey was good. He was like TV before TV.
All right.
You know, people used to actually sit around the radio and just listen to Paul Harvey, like kids, everybody. That was like the thing.
Oh yeah, dude. Back in like the 30s, Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
So then like everything was shit. It never was selling like their wedding rings and their whole everything, bro. But they did not go without a radio. They did not go without a radio. So President Roosevelt would do the fireside speeches, and he would like talk like with people over the radio. I should share that specific part of the documentary is so great, and man, wild times back then.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, we'll do one more and see where we're at. This is a good one. I don't know. I've heard this one, but I don't know if y'all have. So
Now, the rest of the story. It is half a century and a fragrant memory away in the Blue Ridge foothills of North Carolina, on a dusty country road 30 miles northwest of Pilot Mountain. Stay on that road. It is taking you home, to a place that shines in your heart like a lighted window on a dark night, to a little town that rises from the mountain mist like a backwoods brigadoon, to a gentle community called Mount Airy. There, everybody knows everybody, and everybody is worth knowing. Mr. Forrest, the town barber, whose shop was in the square next to the shoe store. Pretty Miss Valentine, the fourth grade teacher, secret sweetheart of every small boy who ever daydreamed in her class. Gruff old Wade Stillman, the proprietor of the local pool hall, keeper in line of the town's mischievous teenagers. There's Floyd Pike, the kindly electrician, and Bess Merritt, the stern-faced lady principal of Rockford School, and Sam Patterson, the smiling, handshaking town sheriff. Their homes are all there, on streets lined with silver maple and sycamore, in a place of happily ever aftering called Mount Airy. This is as it was 50 years ago, when a boy was growing up there, a boy who lived on Haymore Street in a white frame house with a swing on the front porch. He loved to fish in Lovell's Creek for horny heads and perch, down where the afternoon breezes whispered in the birch trees, down by the big slick rock that jutted 5 yards out into the stream. He loved to swing on the rope that hung from a neighbor's tree or sit on the curb at night with the other boys, playing the harmonica and telling ghost stories. His dad was shipping foreman at the local furniture company. The boy worked there during summer months. And then came the autumn, when the sycamores would turn brown and the silver maples would explode in crimson and yellow flame, and it was back to the red brick schoolhouse on Rockford Street. After school, there was Lamb's drugstore for a soda, and a free stand on the scale with a big glass dial, and there were Saturday matinees at the Grand, and Sunday services at Haymore Street Baptist, and picnics in the Glen, and hot dogs at the Snappy Lunch Cafe. And a constant companion mongrel pooch named Tippy, who rode everywhere in a handlebar basket on the boy's bicycle. And one day that same boy left his happy haven in the Blue Ridge foothills, first for the university at Chapel Hill, and then forever. But he took with him an overstuffed scrapbook of Mount Airy memories, a collection of unfading photographs of all his mind, landscapes of enchanted places, portraits of a warm family and true friends and good neighbors. And from those recollections always arose the aroma of love, the tie that bound, the true magic of that otherwise insignificant town. And those gentle ghosts continued to haunt the boy wherever he went until he brought them to life for the rest of us to share. You may have wondered where that wonderful place came from. Well, it was real, and for one brief, shining moment it belonged to a boy who grew up and had a television show and took us, smiling, by the hand to Once Upon a Time. The boy was Andy Griffith, and his beloved country Camelot, Mount Airy, became Mayberry, USA. And now you know the rest of the story.
I love that one. I remember hearing that one when I was younger. It's fucking crazy. So what has everybody got going on for their Thursday of Days of Thirst? I'm excited for today. We got our morning speaker coming up shortly. We'll do some Dodgeball News Network. And then 11 a.m., don't miss out on the interview with the professor. I'm very excited for that. It's going to be dope. It's going to be a good time. What up, dude? Kay's going to yell at you, just so you know. Just letting you know. One second. All right, we'll play a song and then jump into our morning speaker. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Sun's rising, slow paint skies with gold. Coffee in hand, the stories unfold. This ain't just a show, it's where hearts align. A place to unwind, where peace we find. Cannabis drifts on the morning breeze, bringing calm to the mind, setting souls at ease. Together we gather, no need to pretend. The Cove's where the day and good vibes begin. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. Some come to laugh, some come to share. Every story told shows someone's care. We lift each other, hand in hand. Through life's storms, together we stand. The circle's wide, there's room for all. No judgment here, just love's gentle call. Every morning's a chance to reset, renew, to breathe, to heal, and see life through. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. show, it's where hearts connect.
Hearts connect.
Where hope is planted and love takes effect.
Love takes effect.
A sacred space where kindness flows.
Kindness flows.
And every soul finds a place to grow.
Let's grow.
Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow.
Many days, many.
I have a great morning speaker for us. We'll play one more song and dive into it. Go ahead and say it, Man Bear. It's been a minute.
Do something nice for a change.
Today's the day to spread a little light. Do something kind, make the world feel right. From the Rockies to the lakes, the northern sky so blue, we've got the heart and soul to see it through. Do something nice for a stranger today. A smile, a helping hand goes a long way. In this great big world, be the best you can. Man Bear's message is clear, lend a hand. Be yourself, cause no one else can be. You're one of a kind, a rarity. Do something nice, make someone's day. Man, there's wisdom hiding away. From the maple leaf to snowy peaks, spreading kindness in every word we speak. Stay lifted and stay positive, let the good vibes flow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. The great white north, where the spirit's strong, where kindness echoes like a favorite song. Hold the door, share a laugh, lend a helping hand. We're all in this together, walking the same land. Grab your toque and your boots, show the world your heart. Every little gesture's where the good things start. Be true to yourself and let the kindness shine. With every step you take, you're on Man Bear's line. Be yourself, cause no one else can be. You're one of a kind, a rarity. Do something nice, make someone's day. Man Bear's wisdom lighting the way. From the maple leaf to the snowy peaks, spreading kindness in every word we speak. Stay lifted, stay positive, let the good vibes flow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. So wave that red and white, let the love flow free. We're stronger together, it's our legacy. Man, let's just keep going, lift up and inspire. Be yourself and chase your heart's desire. Cause no one else can be. You're one of a kind, a rarity. Do something nice, make someone's day. Man Bear's wisdom lighting the way. From the maple leaf to the snowy peaks, spreading kindness in every word we speak. Stay lifted, stay positive, let the good vibes flow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Your guide, with Man Bear's message right by your side. Do something kind, let your true self shine. I'll need you one day at a time.
All right, I'm super excited for this morning speaker.
Quick question: how long is it?
23 minutes.
Maybe I will leave now just because I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been so absolutely amazing being here. Thank you, Beanz. I love all the new tracks and everything we got going. Make sure you go and check out #replay. That's what she said. The show last night with all the amazing female cast. Absolutely love the vibe. They're doing amazing. Make sure you all spread some love and positivity today. Make sure you do something nice for yourself, something nice for your friends, something nice for a stranger. And I will see you tonight at Turf Wars where Man Bear's not going down. It's called 3-week streak. White Tigers, let's go. I love you, Beanz. I love all of you. Make sure you make some Man Bear clouds while I'm at work. Much love, everybody. See you later, guys.
Later, remember. All right, everybody. This morning's morning speaker is the one and only NBA underdog himself, Muggsy Bogues. Good morning, Steve-O. I hope you're having a wonderful day, man.
Player ever in the NBA, but he's big on character. We're talking to an NBA legend. We're talking to Muggsy Bogues next on the Delano Little Show.
Bay Aqua Sports presents the Delano Little Show.
As promised, we have with us Muggsy Bogues. We've been trying for the longest trying to get you because you're so busy, though, but we really appreciate you being here with us.
Oh, I appreciate you having me on the show. You know, I'm just so fortunate and thankful that, you know, people want to have my time, and I'm just grateful for, you know, to be in this position.
Well, it's good to have you. What I do is I Google everybody before just to see if there's any tidbit I can, you know, see and find that we have in common. I found something. We are exactly the same age right now. Right now. I mean, right now we are the same age as this is being shot. One of us is 6 months older.
Oh, 6 months older.
6 months older and 6 months wiser. But I won't say who that is. Man, it's good to have a legend here because you're truly a legend. We'll talk about the Hall of Fame at some point, but I mean, everybody talks about you as being a legend. And the fun thing about you is you came on the scene, and we came on the scene at the same time, pretty much. You came over here in '89 after the draft, the supplemental draft, or basically the expansion draft. And that had to be one of the best moves that I believe the Charlotte Hornets have ever made, because you were the embodiment of that team that came over here and started. And did you feel that way when you came? Did they tell you that that's what they wanted from you?
Well, no, not exactly, but I felt it. You know, having some experience in the Carolinas, you know, going to Wake Forest, spending 4 years in that environment, and being able to travel sometimes to Charlotte, been playing UNC Charlotte over at the Independence Coliseum. And so I had an opportunity to get to know Charlotte a little bit, but didn't know much about it. You know, but I was still on my high horse being drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets, which was in my backyard, being raised and born in Baltimore, Maryland.
Right.
So that was, you know, DC was right in my backyard. So I felt excited, felt the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulder the day of the draft. But I was a little disappointed when they let me go, because coming off of my exit meeting, you know, they was explained to me that, you know, they was going to bring younger guys in to kind of fit the style of play that I like to play.
Right.
We had a combination of ages on that team. Moses Malone, may he rest in peace, who took me under his wing at the time. He was on his way out, Manute Bol and so forth, Jeff Malone, Darrell Walker, those guys, Bernard King. But when I got the call that I was going to be coming to Charlotte, you know, as I said, I was a little disappointed. But once I got here, like I said, I had a familiarity with the Carolinas, meeting the owner, George Shinn, and some of the other players, and Del Curry and Rex Chapman. You know, I started to feel a little more relieved. I felt like this is another opportunity for me to shine, to showcase my skill set, to let the world know that a guy my size is capable of playing with, the best in the world, which considered was the NBA. So I felt relieved, and I felt then it started to believe, this could be a match made in heaven for me.
Well, it was a sellout every time you went over there. It was electric.
Yes.
Cy Bayhackle, who was the owner here of Bayhackle Sports. They created this for everybody, and to get you the energy that you brought every night was just it was electric.
The support was unreal. It was surreal really. I mean, having 24,000 screaming fans night in and night out. I recall our very first game where we played the Cleveland Cavaliers. The gentlemen dressed up in their tuxedos, the ladies came out in their gowns. But unfortunately, we lost by 40 points that night, to the Cavaliers.
It didn't matter, though, did it? Back then, it just didn't seem to matter.
Well, at first it didn't. But then at first it did matter, but then it didn't, I should say. Because as we was walking off the court, the entire audience, the entire crowd stood up and gave us a standing ovation. And then we knew, we had a special situation where we was here in Charlotte. I mean, 9 straight years, it was a sellout, 24,000. We led the lead in attendance.
It's crazy.
It was very hard to get a ticket. I believe we had probably 10,000 people on a waiting list. So it was really not only just a city that was supporting, it was the entire region, was really pretty much backing the Hornets back then. So we was new and we was exciting, but it was known as a collegiate town, a state. But now professional basketball was in the area and everybody was excited to see it.
And they really prompted everything else that came here with the Panthers and everything else that was big.
Yeah.
You used to make me mad. I'm gonna tell you why. Because back then I had just come here and I was a sports photographer. And they had me sitting there. I don't know if you remember that. They used to put us underneath the basket. You had to sit down kind of Indian style and man, I tell you what, it was hard to capture you because every time you weave through the traffic so much. And I'm like, would you just come straight at me? I mean, you were very frustrating, but it was fun. What did it make you feel like? I mean, being the shortest ever to play the game in the NBA, to be able to play amongst that. When did you know and feel like you could do that? Was it in high school? When did it come about?
It's been early on, early on in my days growing up, pursuing the game. And I think it triggered it all when I got shot at the age of 5 years old. I think that's where it set the stage. My mind changed, my mindset changed. I didn't care about what anyone thought about me or what my size was or what the criteria needed to be. I was just on my journey. I was on my path. And I absorbed so much knowledge about the game of basketball through a gentleman by Mr. Leon Howell, who was a director at the time in our neighborhood. And by him giving us that information, giving us that vision, myself and Reggie Williams, who was fortunate enough to make it all the way to the NBA as well. I mean, we just were two sponges soaking up that information. And when I understood the game and my position, I felt like if I played against the best, if I had success against the best, I must be included with the best. Having that mindset each and every time I stepped on the court, I kept climbing up the ladders. And I always felt like, having that understanding of the game, if you have success against the best and you get included with the best, now you amongst the best, that allowed me to keep believing and keep understanding that, I'm just as good as anyone who plays this game. The game of basketball is not just meant for bigger and taller players, it's for whoever have the ability to play it.
And you grew up in a tough area, so it's kind of an escape for you. And I would imagine now that you look back on it, very appreciative of how everything kind of came out.
Absolutely. And it was a village that raised us back then. A lot of negativity was going on outside of our household, drugs, gun violence, and so forth. But those OGs, I should say, who was kind of controlling the neighborhood. And
let me let everybody know that OG is old gangster. And I didn't know that one day, and people started laughing at me when I didn't know what OG meant.
And they controlled the neighborhood, and they were the one that was, that was doing the things that we knew that we shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, those were the ones that say, stay away from this. You got a dream, you got a path that you're on, and you need to stay on that path. And that allow us to be, kids and be able to, continue to explore our craft and our, the things that we was interested in. And I think that allow us to keep believing and keep standing on our goal, stand on our path. And I always felt like, again, as long as I take care of my responsibilities and put myself in a situation where, they have to make a choice, let my play dictate whatever that may be.
Gotcha.
And I was able to, break down those barriers, and coaches start to feel the impact that I was having out on the court.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about your relationship with Dale Curry and Steph Curry as well, and much more. We're going to talk about some of your charities, because you do charity work and you do a little bit of everything. We're going to be back here with Muggsy Bogues on the Delano Little Show. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Delano Little Show. Joining us, the incomparable Muggsy Bogues. I mean, it's just amazing to have you on the show. And you've been quite involved in the community as well. But I know you and Dale Curry are both golfers. You're a former teammate with the Charlotte Hornets. You both were signed in the expansion draft together. You guys have been tied at the hip for a long time.
Yeah, believe it or not, I met Dale in college, and he was at Virginia Tech. I was at Wake Forest, and I was having some difficulties at the time, and I thought that I was going to leave Wake Forest. And believe it or not, Dale and I just connect one day when we saw each other at the tournament, and we exchanged numbers. And when I was going through my difficulties, I actually called him and asked him what the situation was at Virginia Tech, and he told me, "Come on down," Right. But unfortunately, I thankfully.
So you guys knew each other even before that. So you guys already had a relationship. Then what happened when you found out that you were going in the expansion draft together? Did y'all call each other and like?
We did not. I didn't find out until we got to Charlotte, and it was very special because I think both our games complemented one another, and for us to be able to last the longest in Charlotte history, I mean, it says something right there. Absolutely. In terms of our testament of the game. But I gained a brother. I gained a brother that we became so tight at the hip, and where we was fortunate enough to play out of my 14 years, 11 years together, 9 in Charlotte and 2 in Toronto. So,
and the families became close
family
too
became
as well.
close, the kids became
Kim,
close,
yes.
Wife Kim, and him and his family as well, and of course the boys and Seth and Steph, and as well as Adele, and just seeing their growth and where they are with their careers at this stage, I mean, is mind-boggling to me, especially what Stephen was able to do. I mean, no one even seen that coming.
Absolutely.
But for both Steph and Seth to be able to reach their dreams, to play in the elite, I'm quite sure Dell and Sonia are very proud of them.
Yeah. Now you were credited with. You're not in the NBA Hall of Fame. I mean, which I think you should be. Some people say the numbers aren't there, but you're still a legend at 5'3", what you did, all of that. I know Dale is not in there, but do you get some type of pleasure that Steph's probably going in at some point, because you were a role model to him, because he would see you in the locker room when he was growing up and see somebody that was a little bit shorter than some of the other players, and he's not the biggest guy either. And that helped him out to move on, right?
Absolutely. I am so thrilled the way he was able to conduct himself on and off the court. And then, of course, once it's all said and done, that he'll be, one of the top players on that ballot to get elected and selected to be a Hall of Famer. It's like I say, it's just surreal to see the way he was able to do it, and the witnesses now, because we know how hard it is to win just one championship. And for Steph to be able to win, is it 4?
I think it's 4.
I mean, they have 4, and they have 2 MVPs and 1.
And he may not be done yet. I mean,
and
you
that
never
is true.
know. Yeah,
you never know. Just to see all the accolades that he was able to accomplish. I mean, I'm just so proud of him because, again, everybody put him in this little box, and Virginia Tech didn't even want him,
right?
Because they thought that
his father had played,
where his father had played, and where he shined, and they thought that he was a skinny, small, fragile kid, to where Davidson just opened up the door and said, "This is your opportunity," and he just took full advantage of it. And that's all you need.
Right.
That's what any kid need.
Yep.
Any kid need information, knowledge, and opportunity. When they are able to have those type of resources, no telling what they're able to do with it.
Yeah. You and Dale, I know you're a big golfer. Are you good?
Nah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to go that far. I'm competitive,
Right.
you know, and I love it's therapeutic for me out there.
I got you.
You
You
know,
ever play
so-
any with Dale? You guys
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
get out
Dell and
your-
I, we actually played on his birthday just here recently, and we had a great time.
Oh, good
You know,
deal.
we always get out there and enjoy our time with one another.
And Steph is actually playing on a national level. He played in the tournament with Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes and Travis Kelce and all those guys on a national level. The kid is just amazingly talented. And,
He's a
and
scratch.
Dale is, and so were you.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a scratch golfer. I mean, Stephen he's off the chart. He really is. I mean, he's a better golfer than his dad as well. He just, you know, he just one of those kids that understand that eye-hand coordination.
Right.
You know,
that's
and
pretty
he's really
important, yes.
taking it to another level, and I'm just so happy for him.
Well, we're going to take another break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about your charities. We're going to talk about everything you've been doing because you got a lot on the plate. There's no doubt about that, which is great. That's fantastic. More on the Delano Little Show with Muggsy Bogues. Stay with us. And welcome back to the Delano Little Show here with Muggsy Bogues. And we're talking about your golf game. You have an annual charity event that you do. How's that been going, and how's it look in the future?
It's been going well. This is our 5th annual, I believe, that's coming up in September the 25th. That will be hosted at Longview Clubhouse here in Charlotte.
It's a nice golf course. Yeah.
It is truly a nice golf course. They do an amazing job of hosting us, and we're so thankful for that. We're just trying to do our part in the community. You know, our foundation, the Muggsy Bogues Family Foundation, where our vision and mission is purposely to serve the underserved youth and families, to try to live a better quality life through food insecurities, access to education, and workforce development.
Gotcha.
So we're just so thankful that some of the partners that's out there helping us try to accomplish this goal.
Yeah, you've been saying that. You've been talking because you just rolled off right off the tongue what was going on with your mission statement there. That's awesome. You also been doing commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen commercials. When I look up and say, "That's Muggsy," I'm like, "That's Muggsy." You know, you're doing a lot of commercials too. You're still hugely popular, right?
Well, just trying to stay relevant. You know, I'm grateful and thankful that companies want to do work with me and do some business on my behalf. So I'm just grateful in that regard. And again, we're just trying to do our part as we say, as a village, that in terms of trying to create these opportunities for these underserved, less fortunate folks and families that's out here that trying to, you know, live their best quality life as well. And you know, I'm just, again, Mom did a great job, and my dad instilled those type of values. So
It matters.
it does.
It matters.
It truly does. And when you're in a position to be able to make someone else's life a much more meaningful, then I'm all for that.
It's all about character, and that's something for hopefully some young athletes will be watching this, and I'm sure that just to see what you've done, and even Dale and Steph, what they've done, the families have done so well here representing the Charlotte area.
Well, that's the Christian way. It's all about serving. You know, then serving and giving families who are less fortunate an opportunity, again, to be the best version of themselves. And if we have a platform in order to do that, that's what we're all about.
What are some of what are your bigger moments? I would imagine Wake Forest, getting your number retired, probably in that situation. What about the movies? What about Hollywood? You know, did you love Hollywood? You've done a couple of movies and Space Jam.
Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful that those opportunities, you know, created themselves. The Space Jam, Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David and Richard Lewis. You know, Hang Time and Eddie and Joanna Man. So those.
You know what? By the way, I was up for Joanna Man. They wanted me. Yeah, they asked me. I actually did an audition for Joanna Man. And they said, we need a sportscaster.
Oh.
And so I went there and did my sportscaster voice, and they said it wasn't good enough.
No,
Sportscaster. What are you talking about?
No way.
So you took my role, Joanna Man.
Yeah, I was out there and part of that. Yeah, but I mean, again, those opportunities, those cameo moments, man, you're just grateful and thankful, and just cherish those moments. Again, the highlight of my career was, you know, the day I got drafted. You know, I always go back to that day when I said, you know, the weight of the world was lifted off your shoulders, hearing your name being called, getting to shake the commissioner hand just like all the other guys, the big guys that have done it. And to be the smallest to ever do it and to have that experience, that always will be one of the highest ranking moments of my life.
That's fantastic. Family life, do you get a chance to get out much? I mean, your daughter she handles a lot of your things as far as your charities are concerned. Just bright and shiny, and her and Steph grew up together. They still keep in touch as well?
Yeah, they do, and I'm just happy that the kids are blossoming into their own own little self and to adulthood, I should say, because my son is the youngest, who's 32, who works for the Hornets, and him and his wife just had their little baby. You know, my little grandson, Caden Curtis Bowes, is here with us. My granddaughter had her little daughter in back in April. I mean, in October. So we just thankful, man. The family tree is growing. My daughter's in Baltimore. She raising, running her organization, child development organization. And here, as you mentioned, alluded to, but my daughter Brittany, who's running all my stuff here in Charlotte, also running her company, the Bowes Group.
Wow.
And so I'm just thankful and grateful just to see everybody happy and healthy and living their best quality life.
It comes from you. It comes from the parents. It comes from it's always special to see that when you can help other people.
Absolutely.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk. I'm gonna really talk about your book.
Okay.
This road. Okay, we'll talk about that coming up here on the Delano Little Show. We're here with Muggsy Bogues. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Delano Little Show here with Muggsy Bogues. And Muggsy, we're just talking about something in the break, and I want to get to your books as well, real quick. But you just had a U.S. Naval tour. Is that what you're doing? Yes. And you're still giving out to other people, even to the Navy and to the military.
Absolutely. I had this opportunity to go on this tour where we was able to go boost the morale of the troops. We started off in Djibouti, Africa. Then we left there, went to Abu Dhabi, left there, and then went to Kuwait. Left Kuwait, then went to Bahrain, left Bahrain, and ended up in Cuba, where we ended the tour. I mean, it was such an enlightening experience for myself and the three other former players that went with me, Mario Chalmers, Jerome Junkyard Dog, and Michael Cooper. I mean, just to see what all of our soldiers go through, what they all endure behind the scenes. I mean, to keep us home safe and free. It's amazing. It was so enlightening to witness that, and I'll be forever grateful and indebted to those individuals.
We did the military appreciation show here on the Delano Little Show, and haven't had a chance to watch it. It's really good. We talked to all the different professional sports teams here, their representatives, and they talked about what they all do for the military and how important that is, including Betsy Mack of the Charlotte Hornets. I know you're familiar with her as well. Quickly, your book. I mean, tell me what can people find in your book?
Well, they can go to Amazon.com and find it. It's my second autobiography, believe it or not. I did one early on in '93 called "In the Land of Giants." This one it means a lot to me because it's after the fact, and it's more told by some of my teammates, people that I kind of play with, people that I suppose they have impacted throughout their life, and how they impacted my life. And it's about relationships. Me and my wife divorced for 10 years and found our way back with one another.
Right.
And we've been married for 8 more years now since we rekindled our relationship. It's just a lot of things that went on in my livelihood that I think I wanted to share with the fans and with the people, because it was during the time of COVID, and I felt like we need to put something positive that's out there to uplift an individual.
Right. Well, Muggsy Bogues, we appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate everything you've been doing since your time here at the Charlotte Hornets, since making me all mad when you wouldn't come straight down the lane. But it's just been fun to watch you over the years, and it's good to see you still doing and still being, as you said, relevant. You're still relevant, and we appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you having me on your show, big fella. I tell you, we go way back. Like I said, the very first day we started in '88, and then you still doing what you do behind the scenes and continue to uplift our community. I'm thankful to be on your show.
Muggsy Bogues, everybody, thank you for joining us. That's all the time we have for the Delano Little Show. We hope to see you next time.
Hell yeah, Muggsy Bogues is dope. 5'3", that's crazy. He's so short. That's wild. But that was fucking awesome. I was like, kind of trying to think out of the box this morning. I think I got a good one. I appreciate that one. All right, let me see what we got for tunage. Yeah, but you'd still kick ass in WNBA, K. I have faith in you. Hey, it's a pupper. What up, pup? I was just saying hi. You can go. You're good. All right. All right, we'll play a song or two and then dive into our Dodgeball News Network for this morning and meet our teams. If anybody is not on a team or would like to be on a team, please let me know. Cheers, everybody. Such a great song. All right. Let's Dodgeball News Network, everybody. What up, Dan? Hope you're having a great morning. Here we go.
Good morning, Dodgeball fans, and welcome back to Dodgeball News Network. I'm Dan Fielder. It feels so good to say these words once again. We're officially just days away from opening weekend of Season 5 of the Cove Dodgeball League. The offseason flew by, but not without some serious buzz. We saw shakeups in leadership, players on the move, and new captains ready to make their mark, along with returning stars who've got redemption on their minds. After a thrilling finish to Season 4 that saw the Chronic Crusaders defy the odds and sweep their way to a championship, the target is on their backs this year. But with powerhouse teams like the Hash Hitters, Yellow, Submariners, and a reloaded THC Troopers squad all gunning for the crown, the road to glory is going to be anything but easy. We've got new strategies, updated rosters, and 10 full weeks of high-stakes dodgeball on deck. Each team will get 2 bye weeks across the season, which means every match counts and every moment could shift the balance of power. So buckle up, folks, because the wait is almost over, the arenas are prepped, and the battle for dodgeball supremacy is about to begin. Stay locked in, because when we come back, we'll break down what's new this season, what to watch for in week 1, and which teams are coming in with something to prove.
That's fucking great, Boxman. Yes, 10 weeks. Each team will have 2 bye weeks, and not too much is going to change.
This is Dodgeball News Network. Let's get to work. Welcome back, folks. Dan Fielder here, and you're watching Dodgeball News Network, your number 1 source for all things Cove Dodgeball League. With Season 5 set to kick off this weekend, let's break down how the league works and what fans can expect every week. We've got 10 powerhouse teams in the league this season, and over the course of 10 weeks, each team will have 2 scheduled bye weeks to rest and regroup. But when it's go time, the schedule is packed with action from start to finish. Each week begins at a different team's home court, bringing the energy to a new arena and giving every fan base a chance to show out and defend their turf. The action kicks off with our weekend tournament, a 3-round elimination showdown featuring 8 teams in quarterfinals, semifinals, and a championship final. Only one team will claim the gold medal, worth 5 points in the standings. The runner-up earns silver, worth 3 points, and the 2 semifinalists each take home bronze, good for 1 point apiece. That's a total of 10 tournament points up for grabs every weekend, and every single one matters. Then on Thursdays, we shift to regular season matchups, where 8 teams compete across 4 head-to-head battles. Each match is a best-of-3 sets format, with 2 points awarded for a win. Just as important, these Thursday matches count toward each team's win-loss record, which helps determine playoff seeding and tiebreakers at the end of the season. Between medal hunts and one-on-one showdowns, every week is packed with opportunities and pressure. The teams that balance both sides of the schedule best will be the ones still standing come playoff time. Stick around. We've got roster previews, captain updates, and opening weekend projections coming up next. You're watching Dodgeball News Network, and Season 5 is about to blast off.
Yeah. So nothing's really changing from last season. 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal, 2 bronze medals each weekend. And then Thursday's pretty much nothing. The only thing that's really going to change is we aren't going to play the quarterfinals in the mornings. We'll do the whole dang tournament Saturday afternoon. So let's meet our teams.
With the echoes of Season 4's epic championship finale still fresh in our minds, it's time to shift our focus forward. A new season brings new rivalries, fresh faces, and 10 squads ready to battle it out across 10 weeks. Each team gets 2 bye weeks, and with medals, match wins, and playoff positioning on the line, every moment matters. But before the opening throw of a new campaign, it's time to introduce the rosters that will define this season. From defending champions to teams still building their identity, this is your official Season 5 team breakdown. Blaze Battalion returns with fire in their eyes and a seasoned core. Captain Beanz leads a squad packed with experience. Heather, Boxman, Bill, and Kristen all bring toughness and grit. After flashes of greatness last season, the battalion is looking to turn sparks into a full-blown blaze this year. Chronic Crusaders enter Season 5 as the reigning champions. Captain Cove-TV is back, joined by a powerhouse lineup featuring Kay, Magic, Angela, and Yerp. Their title run last year was nothing short of legendary, and they'll be defending their crown every time they step on the court. Ganja Guardians, led by the ever-steady Captain Crystal, return with Scott and Brittany on board and 2 roster spots still open. Known for their methodical defense and sharp counterattacks, the Guardians are looking to add offensive firepower and make a deeper push this time around. Hash hitters were the regular season juggernauts of Season 4. Captain Ash brings back a lethal core in Deb, Ma, CJ, and Ammo. They led the league in medals, but fell short in the finals. This season, they've got redemption on their minds and the firepower to make it happen. Terpene Titans are back with a fresh game plan and a sharp eye on improvement. Captain Kells leads Kimmy, Fabi, Coffin, and Cornbread in a battle with a goal to quicken their pace and dictate the tempo more often. Don't sleep on the Titans. They're unpredictable, and that makes them dangerous. THC Troopers welcome a new era with rising star Captain Smoka at the helm. Mrs. Smoka and Rissa return to the roster, and with 2 open spots available, the Troopers are looking to fill out their ranks with players who can match their grit and playoff potential. Yellow Submariners, under the ever-driven leadership of Captain Amber, are in rebuild mode after coming up short in the playoffs last season. With 4 open roster spots, the Submariners are looking for fresh faces who can match their trademark resilience and energy. Kodiak Kings, captained by the fearless Man Bear, bring back Brad and Tim and are holding open 2 roster spots. Always cool under pressure and never backing down, the Kings are hunting consistency this season and could be a major threat if they find a rhythm early. Maple Leaf Rush begins Season 5 with a clean slate. Captain Nikki is still in charge, but the roster is wide open with 4 slots ready to be filled. They were heartbreakingly close to the playoffs last year, and with the right additions, they could be right back in the fight. And finally, a reminder, registration is still open. If you've ever wanted to join the league, now's your chance. Just contact someone from the Cove and claim your spot before the rosters lock. Season 5 is about to begin. The rivalries are set. The stakes are high, and the road to the championship starts right now. Stay locked in. This is Dodgeball News Network. That's going to wrap up this week's special Meet the Teams edition as we gear up for what promises to be an unforgettable Season 5. 10 teams, 10 weeks, and 1 championship trophy waiting at the end of the road. It all kicks off this Saturday with the Week 1 tournament, where 4 matches will set the tone for the entire season. Points, momentum, and bragging rights are all on the line right out of the gate. Whether you're a returning fan or a first-time viewer, this is the season you won't want to miss. So set your reminders, rally your squad, and get ready to rep your colors. We'll see you at the court for opening day. Until then, stay sharp, stay ready, and as always, this is Dodgeball News Network.
Much love, Dan. Hope you have a wonderful day, man. Yes, so if anybody would like to join a team, we do have roster spots still open. That's pretty much all I got for this morning. I just messaged him with Professor, and he's having some electrical problems this morning. So he's gonna let me know, but I think we're still planning on the interview at 11. So here in about an hour-ish, a little over an hour. I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing morning. Much love. Thank you, everybody who watched this morning. It's been a great morning show. Much love, Man Bear, for coming up. It's dope. I hope to see everybody here in about an hour. If not, if we have to reschedule or something like that, no big deal. See everybody this afternoon, chilling in the Cove, where we'll just be chilling because no dodgeball this afternoon, a couple more days. Make sure you're following everybody on the Cove team from the one and only Sir Cops a lot. Much love, Copsy. He is busting his ass this week, and I hope you have a wonderful week, man. Make sure you're following the one and only Michael Hugo, Man Bear. Much love, man. It's definitely different with you not up on the morning shows all the time, but I still appreciate the mornings that you are able to come up. Make sure you're following the one and only European Entertainment. Make sure you're getting on those Rig Street mystery boxes. Check out the Planet Rocket boxes. Let's go. Make sure you're following the one and only Dabber Chick. If you missed the Dabber Chick show yesterday, definitely go back and check it out. And if you missed That's What She Said last night, go ahead and check that out. Those great, great shows. And make sure you're following the one and only Mad Productions. Much love, Magic. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And don't miss out on anything he's got going on this month. I hope to see everybody this afternoon. Much love to everybody that helps support the Cove. You all make this happen. Cove-TV is brought to you by viewers like yourself. And it's going to be a dope-ass day. I'll keep everybody updated on the interview. But, sorry. Hey, what up, Cassie? I was just talking about you, bro. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, bro. All right, much love. And we'll catch you guys when we catch you guys. See y'all later.
She woke up in the morning with the sunrise in her eyes, but all the that she sees is darkness. She won't tell you why. No more butterflies, cause they don't ever last. Stolen from the light by demons of the past. It's always raining. She keeps on praying. Oh, sunny days lift me when I'm down. She needs a shelter, shelter for the night. And this one could be heaven, but she's looking down the line. No more butterflies, cause they don't ever last. Stolen from the light by demons of the past. It's always raining. She keeps on praying. Oh, sunny days lift me when I'm down. Oh, sunny days breaking through the clouds. Oh, sunny days. She keeps on praying. She keeps on praying. She keeps on praying. Sunny days lift me when I'm down. Oh, sunny days.
Much love, everybody. Happy birthday, Christina. We'll catch you guys either here in a bit or this afternoon. Either ways, much love. Have a wonderful day.